Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to deal with this big pile of trees that I cut from along the road and in the West Pasture here. What I need to do now is separate the skinny little upper branches from the trunks on as much as I can so that I can set up several different burn piles for the winter. I have this that is, it's basically all of the stumps that were left over when I cleared the pasture, a big pile of them. And then I have trees that have been down forever, and got a pile over there that my daughter raked up of chips. Got a trunk there, got a pile there, got a pile there. So what I need to do is try to get the separate burn areas so they have enough fuel to get a fire started this winter. So when I come in here and cut these trees out of here, I have enough fuel to get the fire going. So I have a fresh, sharp chain on the saw, and I'm going to start cutting up the butts off of all of these, and I'm not sure, but I might burn just to get rid of these tops right away. Okay, after pondering on it a little bit, what I'm going to do is work my way right through here to give me, 10 or so more feet of clearance between me and the fire. Then I'm going to light the fire and start stoking it with this stuff and go back and forth between cutting and throwing tops on the fire. I'm going to try to save all of the bigger trunks for the other piles and then set those up as well, and possibly get some of this dead stuff. We have dead stuff that are falling from the trees that I girdled. I girdled those 2 years ago. Really surprised they haven't dropped yet, but those will be nice and dry for burning this winter. So let's get at it. I'm gonna start cutting right here. Okay, that'll about do it for now. I got a little bit of space so I can get over here and start feeding the fire with that stuff once I get the fire lit. Here is the fire starter. For those of you who haven't seen the previous videos, this is a Dixie cup filled with planer shavings and then a little brown paper wick, and then it's filled up with paraffin. And what I do is put it in at an angle like this so that as it starts burning, the wood chips drip down further into the stack and light her up real good. And if this isn't enough, sometimes I have to use diesel, but not when you have dry wood. This is all dead green ash. You can tell by the D-shaped holes in it that it's green ash that has been killed by the emerald ash borer. So I'm going to put a little bit more of this dry wood up on top of it and then start feeding it with this stuff. The little tops are really hard to burn. You need a raging fire to get that going. So I'll get her going and feed it until this pile is gone. Shouldn't take too gosh awful long. Well, couldn't have asked for a better burn than that. I believe I left about an hour ago, and everything just burned real nice and neat all the way around the edge. Now all I gotta do is throw all that stuff in, this stuff here, and rake up some of this stuff that was left by the forestry mulcher. I'll get done what I can. I have to go get my daughter in an hour and a half, so I'll get to it. Okay, that about does it for today. I got to come back here a little bit later and consolidate the fire one more time. This stuff here I'm going to use for the other fires like I thought. And I didn't quite need as much as I thought I would, at least on this one. There's plenty of scrap around here. This is all stuff from the forestry mulcher, and the area that I'm burning right now was about 2 feet deep in this stuff. So that's why I started the fire right there. I'm starting a fire here so I can burn down these logs. Once I start the fire, I think I'll cut this log and then flip them end over end into the fire. And I'll try to get rid of some of this stuff. That birch is old and dead. Or is that an aspen? I think that's an aspen. It's old. It's been dead for 2 years now. So it should be fairly light. And then with any luck, I should be able to take out a couple of these trees surrounding this fire. Then I'll move on to the next. I got one there and, you know, all the way up and down here. So it might take another year or two to get rid of all this stuff, but this will definitely help. Once I get that pile right there burned, which I really should do tomorrow. Once I get that one burned, then I'll have a nice clear area of grass without obstruction. Well, actually I need to get a couple over there done too. Oh well. I got all winter, but it sure as hell is easier to do it right now, even though it's super hot. I had to go change my clothes because it was so hot. When I took lunch, I left the camera going on the fire. I had to change my shirt because I was just drenched in sweat. And it is probably 40, 45, 46 degrees out. And right now that fire is so hot that I can barely get next to it. So, oops. Yeah, I got to get in here with the brush whacker and get rid of all of these damn things. I got a new guard for the brush whacker, so I'll be putting that on shortly. Alright, that'll do it for today. If you like the videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and click on the little update icon so you receive notice when we post new videos. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.